Attention passionate Chicago, BARS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, BARS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFC North lately, you know that the Chicago Bears are in a really interesting spot. After a rocky start to the season, with 2 tough losses right out of the gate, the team has managed to bounce back. They've won 2 games in a row, and that's no small feat when you consider how tough the competition has been, and the questions that surrounded this team at the start of the year. It's like the Bears are awakening from a slumber, and the vibe around Hollis Hall is starting to shift. The first month of the season was a roller coaster, but now, with the bye week in the books, the front office has a golden opportunity to make some strategic moves that could really set the tone for the rest of the season and beyond. And I'm telling you, what's happening right now could be a game changer for this franchise, not just for this year but for the future. See, the Bears are still trying to find their footing on offense. Their defense has been pretty solid as usual, but the offense has shown flashes of potential mixed with some inconsistency. One area that's been a real concern is the running game. Right now, they rank 24th in rushing yards per game, averaging just 102.3 yards. That's not exactly the kind of production you want if you're trying to establish a balanced attack and keep defenses honest. Caleb Williams, the promising rookie quarterback, is doing his part, but he's not a running quarterback yet, so the pressure falls heavily on the running backs and the offensive line to produce. Caleb himself has chipped in with 110 rushing yards, which is pretty impressive for a rookie, but the real workhorse up to now has been DeAndre Swift, who has 187 yards rushing in 4 games. Swift is a talented player, no doubt, but his average of just 3 yards per carry suggests that the run blocking needs a boost, and perhaps the scheme could be more creative to get him going. This is where the potential for a trade or a strategic move comes into focus. The Bears have an eye on Miami Dolphins' Devon Achane, and it's easy to see why. Achane is an explosive talent, a real big play threat. He's already amassed 246 rushing yards and scored a touchdown on just 50 carries. That's an impressive stat line, especially considering he's not even a major focal point in the Dolphins' offense. Miami has been trailing in a lot of their games, which means they've relied heavily on their passing attack, and Achane has been used more as a situational weapon, yet he's still managed to produce big numbers. What makes Achane particularly intriguing is his versatility. He's not just a runner, he's a pass catcher as well. With 19 receptions on 25 targets for 143 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns, he adds a dynamic element to any offense. His ability to change the game with his speed and agility is exactly what the Bears need to diversify their attack. And here's the kicker, Achane's contract situation. He still has a year left on his rookie deal, which makes him a prime trade asset. If the Dolphins decide to move him, it could be a great opportunity for the Bears to bring in someone who can produce immediately, especially with an offensive line that's starting to look more solid. Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson are anchoring the interior, and rookie Ozzie Trapillo has shown promise in his debut at right tackle. If they give him another shot, that line could become a real strength. An upgrade at running back with Achane could make the entire offense more unpredictable, more explosive, and more capable of handling the high-pressure situations that come with a playoff push. Now, it's important to understand the bigger picture here. The Dolphins, despite their recent win, have lost their top weapon, Tyreek Hill, to injury. That's a significant blow to their passing game and their overall offensive identity. Hill's absence could force Miami to reevaluate their approach, and Achane's role could become even more prominent if they decide to hold on to him. But if Miami sees a good offer, especially from a team like the Bears that's eager to take the next step, they might be inclined to make a deal. Achane's youth and potential fit perfectly with Chicago's rebuilding plans. He could serve as a kind of Jahmyr Gibbs for the Bears, a player capable of taking over games with his speed and pass-catching ability, providing a different look from Swift or Monangai. What really excites fans is the idea of adding a player like a chain to this offense. Caleb Williams, with his talent and poise, could benefit immensely from a weapon like a chain. Imagine a backfield where Swift and a chain complement each other, Swift as the power runner and a chain as the big play specialist. It would give defenses nightmares, having to account for both the power and the speed. The Bears' coaching staff has been emphasizing the need to establish the run to take pressure off Caleb, and a chain's arrival could be the spark that ignites this unit. His ability to break off big runs and make plays in the passing game would open up so many options for the offense. It's not just about winning a few games, it's about building a long-term foundation that can sustain success and help this team reach the postseason consistently. Let's talk a little more about the context of this season. The NFC North has been reshuffling, with the Detroit Lions playing some excellent football and the Green Bay Packers showing signs of improvement. The Vikings, meanwhile, are trying to rebound after a slow start. For the Bears, this is an opportunity to carve out their place. They're still in the early stages of rebuilding, but with each game, they're gaining confidence. The coaching staff, led by head coach Matt Eberflus, has been emphasizing discipline and growth, and you can see that in the way the players are responding. Caleb Williams, despite some rookie mistakes, has shown flashes of brilliance. DeAndre Swift's experience has been valuable, but they are clearly looking for more consistency and explosiveness from the backfield. A chain, with his speed and playmaking ability, could be the missing piece to take this offense to a new level. Furthermore, the front office's ability to identify and capitalize on these opportunities could define their success in the coming months. Ryan Poles has shown a willingness to make bold moves, and this potential trade for a chain fits that mold. It's about seizing the moment, making strategic acquisitions, and building a team that can contend not just for a wild card spot, but for a legitimate playoff run. The NFL is a league where timing and execution matter so much, and the Bears have a chance right now to make a move that could pay dividends for years to come. Now, I know some fans might be wondering about the implications of trading Swift or how a chain would fit into the current scheme. Well, it's all about maximizing talent and fitting pieces into the puzzle. Swift, with his experience, could be a valuable trade asset, especially if the Bears believe a chain can be their future feature back. A chain's ability to alternate touches with Swift and Monangai would give the Bears a much-needed element of unpredictability. Opposing defenses would have a tough time preparing for a backfield that can run, catch, and break off big plays at any moment. This kind of versatility is exactly what's needed to elevate the offense and make Caleb Williams' job easier. As we look ahead, it's clear that the Bears have an exciting path in front of them. The season is still young, and with strategic moves, they can turn their fortunes around. The addition of a player like a chain could be the spark that ignites everything. It's about making bold decisions, trusting in the talent of your young players, and building a team that's ready to compete at the highest level. The NFL is a league of dynamic shifts and high-stakes moves, and right now, the Chicago Bears are in a position to make one of those game-changing decisions. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe the Bears should go all in on acquiring a chain? How do you see him fitting into this offense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. Keep the faith, Bears fans. The best is yet to come.